And welcome to the pressing. If you are just joining me for the first time, do me that favor, hit the like button. Yeah, the like button. Just joining for the first time. Sorry, I'm checking it. I'm making sure the audio is great. Let me check on my side, make sure everything's fine here. We are live. Strike a like on the video. Very, very important for the algorithm. Subscribe, you're yet to subscribe. Make up your mind and subscribe. Come on, help the boy out. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on the notification bell. We are reviewing the match, a Champions League match we won. It was a bit of a struggle. Some will say it was a ball fest. Some will say we didn't play that great. I agree to that. It was not a great performance to behold. It wasn't effervescent. It wasn't immaculate. But guess what? We got the 3 points. I would have loved also play exceedingly brilliant and beautiful. I would have loved champion football, like some of you call it. But sometimes you can't have everything all. But we had the most important thing, the 3 points. And I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Sevilla is a tough place to go, even though they are struggling domestically. I get it. But in Europe, when you go and claim 3 points away, that's a good result. That's a good. Don't let the rival fans banter you with that. Oh, Arsenal have not been playing well. We are not being that explosive and expansive. I get all those points. But what's the most important thing? Expansive football above 3 points? You want to play expansive football and draw? Like I said, in terms of hierarchy, I will take the 3 points. Then performance will come. And we've shown it that we can play expansive, beautiful football. We saw it last season, right? I would love to say this season, but there have been a few tweaks and changes, and teams know what to expect of Arsenal, so they're going to make it difficult. So by that, can we be a little bit more benevolent to the team? I understand rival fans will never be benevolent to the team, but as Arsenal fans, can we be more gracious, more graceful, and more tasteful for our team? We are fans of Arsenal. If the rival fans, the pundits are ripping and tearing at us, scrutinizing us unfairly, should fans do the same thing? No, give us some grace. I'm not saying pander to us now or accept anything. I'm saying be graceful, be gracious, and be tasteful. Like the review says, Sevilla won, Arsenal 2, and let me go to the team news. When I saw this team news, I was kind of like, what's Arteta doing? Why is he right? Let me hide this first. Why is he going with same 11 we had at the weekend that didn't play very well? Let's be real. We did not play very well at the weekend, and I was like, okay, let's see what they can do. Now, in the first few minutes, we struggled to get into the game. Sevilla made it very slow. They made sure they were not going to give us any chances. They're not keeping holes there, even though Martin had that chance. That chance, I think in the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, Martinez should have put away that chance, but these things happen in football. I was hoping that we would not regret us missing those kind of big chances. In the first half, we had the best chances, but before we go further, once again, like the video, subscribe if you don't subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Look at the back four. But this time, sorry, I made a mistake with my statement saying we went with the same team we went with at the weekend. No, there was a change. Tomiyasu coming in for Zinchenko. We had Raya. The much controversial Raya was still keeping his place. Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, and White as our back four. That's a lot of physicality, pace, and height. In the midfield, you have Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard. I'll come to talk about Odegaard because a lot of you have talked about Odegaard is ghosting. I made a video, check the archives. I try to defend and see reason, make it reasonable why I think. I'm not saying Odegaard has been playing great, but there are reasons why Odegaard's performances are not matching the kind of quality we saw from him last season. And we need to be very fair when we are laboring or putting our criticisms, right? So in the midfield, we have Rice, Jorginho, and Odegaard. In the attack, Martinelli, Jesus, and Bakayo Saka. So for me, that was a team good enough to go and get the result. But I was like looking at the midfield of Jorginho. Jorginho, for me, very, very, how what would be the right word? I like the IQ, footballing IQ of Jorginho, but I'm not just comfortable with his athleticism. And most of this opposition team, they like to target Jorginho because they know he doesn't have the athleticism to deal. So they like to press him. They make sure they don't give him space. Now, sometimes he can come on top of certain situations, but for the last few games, I've been kind of Jorginho. Whenever I see him in the midfield, I feel like most of Arsenal fans, you have your concerns. I don't say panic. I think a lot of people share a bit of concern seeing Jorginho in the midfield. So the front three for me was good: Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka. I was expecting them to be more expansive, more pace, uh, getting at this the Sevilla players, especially Navas, who was playing the 37-year-old Navas that was playing as a right back. Like maybe, just maybe, Martinelli would have made a field day against him. But unfortunately, in the first half, we're a bit too slow in transition. And I don't know why we are slow in transition these days. We overpass it, we are liberals in it. I don't know why. We are not moving the ball as quick as we're moving last season. I get it, we don't want to be too open and gung ho, but we can move the ball a bit more quick. Our transition these days, I know a lot of fans are blaming it on Odegaard. I don't think that is the sole reason why our transition is not quick and smooth. There's just something too conservative about our approach and our play these days. I don't know what is going on, but our approach play these days is kind of very lethargic, too methodical. I mean, too methodical, very slow and pedestrian. It doesn't make for smooth transition. So by the time Martinelli gets the ball, we have two or three players, marking him or like give him the ball as quick as possible so he can actually go against his man one on one when they just one defender for him to beat. But by the time you give him too slow, there are two, three defenders gathering him at that time. It makes it a bit difficult. Martinelli, yes, a good dribbler, he has space, but guess what? Martinelli is not a magician. Come on. He can't beat two, three players at the same time. He hasn't got to that level. Now I hope someday he gets to that level. But right now, come on, unless we transition our play quickly, Martinelli cannot get the joy we want him to get. So the first half, it was not the best. It was kind of a ball face. Sometimes I was like, why is this match so slow? I'm just over here having the same complaints. I was on the phone, my friend Fosa, like, why is this match so slow? But we have to endure it. Sometimes matches in Europe are like this. Sevilla didn't make it easy. Now they might not be doing great in their league. They did not make it easy. So it was kind of a ball fest, but at the twilight of the first half, we scored. What a move from Jesus. The X factor showed the way he turned that assist is what the goal. Jesus' assist for me was the goal. Yes, Martinelli had to beat the goalkeeper. He had to be calm after missing the first chance in the first few opening few minutes of the first half. So he had to be calm. He did his job and scored. But that assist from Jesus was just too creative. That was a fantastic assist. That's why sometimes when people just go by, if you check the statistic, I guess Jesus is not the most lethal striker, but his overall game is very productive to the team. And sometimes I've been hammering on for so many times, statistics does not capture every information. Don't get me wrong. There are times where statistics are very useful, but there are times that statistics don't capture the full information. And I was on the phone, I was talking to my brother. I'm not going to deride Ivan Tony. I don't see an Ivan Tony creating that kind of assist Jesus created for Martinelli. Yes, Ivan Tony scores for Brentford. Good striker, banging the goals, but his overall game can never, as of this moment, match the kind of overall game Jesus brings and the quality he brings and facilitates for his supporting cast, either in the attacking third or in the midfield. So fantastic assist. We take the lead, and I'm happy. So in the second half, we came out very strong. We were very progressive, a tad better than the first half. And Jesus actually scored a wonderful solo goal. I'm expecting to see more of that kind of goals from Jesus. I know Jesus have that in his locker. We need to see more of that. He has that X factor, that individual brilliance. Even though sometimes Jesus be over dribbling, holds on to the ball a bit too much. But I love the fact that the way he took that ball and was decisive in scoring that second goal for me. That was very, 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 very fantastic in my opinion. So we made it 2-0. I was hoping maybe we could get a third one. Don't call me greedy. I'm an Arsenal fan. Even though the performance wasn't great, maybe we can score a few more goals to make up for the lack of performance that we had. But unfortunately, we conceded from a corner. And as much as sometimes it's easy for us as fans to attack, oh, we have make sure we don't concede a corner, attack the byline, make sure you do one-on-one or the zonal marking. It's easy to have this tax. I don't think there is a perfect way of defending a corner. Now, you can have your strategies to concede less corners, right? And I get that. I don't think we concede many goals from corners, but there is no perfect way. So that was sometimes we need to be very careful with our criticisms. We need to be gracious in our criticisms. Now, could I have done better? Yes. But there is no perfect way of defending corner. I'm not going to come here in hindsight and say, oh, they should have marked this one or do this one. It doesn't work that way. Give the opposition some credit. Now, the header was a beautiful one. There's, for me, looking at it, there's almost nothing we'll have done to stop it, unless you're talking in hindsight. In hindsight, you like mark this one, mark this. Sometimes, right? Just give the opposition, they played a good routine and they scored. And we had to defend and dig in. Tomias for me was like colossal in the defense today. It looked like Zinchenko might be on the bench for a few more games because he played very well today. Tomiyasu was colossal, he was defensively strong. It wasn't alternating in the midfield the way Zinchenko would do, but the defensively, giving us that solidity in the defense was fantastic. Sometimes he will roam into the midfield, he will overlap, he will underlap. Not as effective as Zinchenko on his day because Zinchenko was poor against Chelsea. But the fact that he gave us that solidity and security at the back, I loved it. And we're great. Now, Raya, in the diamonds of the game, Raya had that mishap with that punch that almost resulted in an own goal. It happens almost, but we need to just take a chill pill. I know there are opposition fans, pundits who are enjoying talking about this Raya stroke Ramsdale situation, and I'm getting pissed and beginning to get on my nerve personally. Like that was just one mishap that Raya had in the whole game, and that's what they want to hammer on. Oh, you're not comfortable with Raya. Stop it. Stop this agenda. You cannot change the manager's mind. He has made up his mind that Raya is his first choice. And we need to respect it. The media, see, I saw the clip on ESPN this evening before I started my stream where Craig Bailey was still talking about this. And Shaka Hislop, who for me was a bank average goalkeeper in his days. Now, I'm not saying because he was a bank average goalkeeper, he cannot have his opinion or offer criticism to goalkeepers. But coming from who you are, you should show some grace. I get it. Most of you have a soft spot for Ramsdale. I do love Ramsdale. But when it comes to competitive sports, I want to win. Do you want to be right or you want to win? And on this issue, for me, I want to win. If Arteta says Raya is his first choice, and we are saying the fact that Raya marginally is better than Ramsdale, it is what it is. Forget the English agenda. It's English. You like the theatrics it gives us on the pitch. I'm sorry. I am sorry. If Arteta wants Raya to be first, let's respect it. Even throughout last season, when Ramsdale was number one, he made a few mistakes. Nobody was overly scrutinizing him, overly micro-analyzing him. Now we are moving from not just scrutinizing, but we're going to micro-analyzing, as in we are seeking out mistakes just to hang Raya. This is becoming pathetic. I'm not enjoying this anymore. And there have been rumors that Ramsdale might move and Chelsea might be interested in January. For me, if that will stop this uncertainty and this create this narrative around Raya all the time, let Ramsdale go. I'm tired of this. Like, come on, can we just respect the manager's choice? And there are a subset of Arsenal fans who are doing this for clicks and the likes and for the commerciality. I get it, but come out and say you are doing it for the commercial aspect, not that you're an Arsenal fan, not that you've been objective. This is crazy. There are other players like Smith Rowe. Nobody's fighting for them. But when it comes to Raya, we have to have our solidarity for Raya. What is that? If the manager says, this is my choice, I might not agree, but the box stop as his decks is the manager. You just have to respect it. You might not like it, right? I don't like the fact that we are playing Jorginho, but the manager says is Jorginho wants to play. I might not like it, provided it's getting result, provided is one that is picking the team. I can offer an opinion, but I'm not going to always come and deride the team, especially if we are getting the result. Let's just be sensible and let's be calm. This is the common people's trust. And the media is pushing this agenda. I was happy that even in the comment section on ESPN platform, there are some people that like, can we just stop this nonsense? Shout out to those people. Thank God some people are going to wake up and see the light that this is getting people's trust. You cannot continue to push this agenda. Stop it. So you're microanalyzing Raya because you want Ramsdale back, because it's English, because it's your choice. Like, come on, let's respect the manager's choice. Now, for Raya, like I said, that was the only mistake he made. But thank God he did not resort to an own goal, and we won the match. Allison makes mistake. Edson makes mistake. So all these goalkeepers make mistakes. I don't go through the scrutiny. The reason why Raya is getting this scrutiny is because an English goalkeeper is on the bench. That is it. Because I didn't see Craig Bailey, I didn't see Gary Neville, and this lot, right, have this the same kind of energy when it was Leno or Martinez. They were not pushing this narrative this harshly. They were not this aggressive. But because he's David Raya, or should I say because he's Spanish, and Ramsey is English, and because he's white, should we go that far? Should we go that? Should we go there? Because this is coming very, very crazy and lazy analysis. Yeah, for donkey years, the mainstream had a mic and they could lie and push all kinds of agendas, propagandas to our faces, and we had to take it. But people are waking up and seeing the waste from the shaft. It's getting crazy. The goalkeeping first choice, what am I saying? Arteta's goalkeeping choice and first choice is Raya. Whether you like it or you hate it, it is what it is. Live with it. Now, if you go and check, if you look at the table right now, Arsenal have played 3 games. We've won 2, drawn 0, lost 1, 6 points, plus 4 goal difference. Lens have played 3 games. They've won 1, draw 2. They have 5 points. Sevilla have played 3 games. They've won 0, drawn 2, and lost 1. PSV have played 3 games. They've won 0, they've drawn 2, and they've lost 1. So we have 6 points on top of the table in the Champions League Group B. Lens have 5 points, Sevilla 2 points, PSV 2 points. So we are playing Sevilla at the Emirates in the fortnight. That should be an interesting game. That should be an interesting game for all and sundry. So I'm happy. Now, some of you are still going to go with narrative. Oh, we didn't play beautiful. We didn't control the game, but we won the match. I would love us to control the game. I would love us to blitz Sevilla. Even away, I would love us to be aesthetically pleasing to watch because we showed we can do that last season. But for now, unfortunately, that's not what we are doing. But if you're not playing that well, but I get a result, I will live with I can live with that. I'm sure most of you can live with that until we start playing well. See, it eventually come. We have the players. Unfortunately, there's something we are not mentioning this season. The injury pile up this season. Today, we are hearing Jesus pulled a slight hamstring. Like it's the other time it was Saka. Before a few weeks ago, it was Martinelli. It's Trossard. It's Partey. We've had a few injuries in the last 8 weeks. Nobody's talking about the injury pile up. People are coming and coming out. That disrupts the flow of the team. It disrupts the synergy the team's supposed to have. We are not having the same synergy we had last season, even though we're not in Europe. We're just playing the league. But we knew our starting 11 for most matches, aside from Partey pulling out here and there once in a while. But we knew our fixed starting 11. Compared to this season, it has been chopping and changing. Now, the first few weeks, it was Partey playing right, but I get it. But after that, Gabriel has come back. Either Martinez is injured, or Saka is injured, or Jesus is out. So it has been stop and start for the team. We need to show a bit of grace, leniency, and benevolence as Arsenal fans and be objective in how we criticize, analyze the team. We have not had our starting 11 play consistently to give us that flow, that panache, that synergy, that vibe we need to create that effervescent champagne football we want to all enjoy. I think eventually it will come. Eventually it will come. Let's just be a bit more patient with the team. So I'm not forced on this champagne football because I've seen it and I know Arsenal can play that kind of football. We have a manager who wants to play well. So let's just chill for a little bit. Let's just chill. That effervescent football that you want will still come. So let's not overly react about this. If the performances are not there, especially when we have the players and we have the result, we cannot live with the result, right? Prior you're getting 3 points, the performance will come. There is no need to be hostile. There's no need to be pushing narratives. There's no need to be getting unnecessarily dysfunctional and annoyed. Over what? Over the trolls. If you are listening to Chelsea fans troll you, let it be. See, we are winning. That is what is most important. That was most important for me is the result. I love fantastic performance. I started supporting Arsenal because of the good football they play. And I know Arteta can play good football. It's undeniable. But now that, like I said, our flow is being disrupted with players getting injured and coming and going out, let's just calm down. Let the team settle. The performances will come. I'm just happy that we have 6 points. We are topping the group, and it's looking good. In the Premier League 2, we are third, joint points with the second, and Spurs are just with 2 points. So it's not all doom and gloom like some people on social media will make it seem. This escalation and this embellishment of how terrible Arsenal has been is just done by a few people, and they are pulling your emotional pulse strings because of the finances attached to social media, the commerciality of social media. We need to be smarter and wiser than that, right? A lot of people are doing this for money, and it's fair. I'm not going to knock anybody's hustle, but you subscribers, shout out to my subscribers. I appreciate you guys for always joining me. You need to be very, very alert to understand that who are the people being objective and what people just pushing agenda or trying to trigger you so that they can have reactions. So I'm here to be objective. I'm not going to pander to Arsenal. Neither am I going to overly criticize the team without some sense. So guys, let's enjoy the result. We won the game. It's not doom and gloom. Before the game, whether Partey was injured, I'm not too sure whether Partey is actually injured because according to Arteta, he pulled a muscle. He has a muscular injury. That's why he wasn't part of the traveling party to Sevilla. The other remarks regarding what happened, I don't want to go to that. That's very controversial. I don't want to defame someone without knowing all the facts. So I'm not going to go to that. But some of you don't have the idea of what I'm talking about. So we'll find out. We play Sheffield United at the weekend. So we'll find out more about the team news. We're looking good. I'm not too forced. I'm not too flummoxed about people getting crazy about the fact that we're not playing champagne football. The champagne football will get delivered very soon. Hopefully, we can smash Sheffield at the weekend. Hopefully, Jesus doesn't stay on the sideline too long. I think that it's just a slight hamstring and will be you have examined and diagnosed to know the extent. Hopefully, it's nothing serious because I do not want to lose Jesus in this period. So, guys, if you're watching the playback, do me that favor by striking a like on the video, subscribe, and guys, make sure you drop your comment on the comment section. Let's push this channel in the algorithm. Do me that favor. I appreciate you guys very much. Shout out to my subscribers. I do my best to put out objective content. I'm not going to come here and waffle. No, I do my best to put objective content. Hopefully, you guys can support my channel by liking the video, by subscribing or not subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. So, Arsenal winning in Sevilla, for me, fantastic result. I'm going to agree with some of you. It wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing to watch. Especially the first half was awful. But guess what? We got the result. That's most important. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And I'm saying bye for now.